I am also looking into buying myself property in Belize. I love Belize. I will retire in Belize. I said it the first time I went. I said it the second time I went. It's a done deal. I'm retiring in Belize. Hey guys, it is Danny here, the Multiple Streams Queen. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell, because every single week we're going to be dropping videos. There's Airbnb course that is being dropped on my channel. We are basically putting each session in order. So make sure you go and check that out. Anybody that you know wants to get into the short-term rental Airbnb industry, send them my way, have them subscribe to my channel, because also not only is the course coming, but every day in September, every Friday, I will start going live here on YouTube and sharing information about short-term rentals, just starting a business, what it's like being a retired nurse and a business owner now. But today, what I want to talk about is investing internationally. A few months ago, I went over to the Dominican Republic and I purchased some real estate, purchased some properties, right? I have been wanting to do it for since January, the top of the year. It's been on my goals list that I would own an international property. It's so crazy. Now I have more than one. But I wanted to share that journey with you guys and let you know what it was like, because it's different from buying a home in the US, right? I purchased 2 properties here, my first home as a first-time home buyer, and then I purchased a second home in California. And it is very, 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 very different. So let's get right into it. So first of all, I purchased over in the DR. I've been looking into this since the beginning of the year, right? So since January or so. I had a few friends that have purchased over there, and they had an opportunity for me to go with them and kind of see and learn about the process and like how the process works, and ask questions. And so I was excited, booked my ticket, and I went over there, right? My friends, they're international sales agents, and so I went through them or purchased through them. But I had the opportunity to go on a tour. So it was like a 2-day tour. And we had the opportunity to kind of just go around to the different developments. Some of them, all of them will be brand new build. So it's not like you're going to be purchasing from someone who already owns it. There'll be brand new developments that are being built or already in the process of being built. Had the chance to see one of my friends. Her property is like near completion. It'll be ready in March. She's just a few minutes from the beach. Like she can literally walk to the beach from her condo. And so that was very exciting to actually see the work and see the progress, because they're moving like super quick over there. They're building up a lot. The locations that they haven't broken ground on yet, we still had the chance to see some of the developers work. So there are different developers that are bringing the communities alive, right? And so we had the chance to just see the kind of work, the craftsmanship that they have when they're putting together their homes. And so it was exciting. Like we got to see the renderings and we can kind of see the vision. And so the first property, one of the properties that I purchased, it is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, but it'll be in a community with villas, beachside bungalows, like waterfront bungalows that some individuals will own, an artificial beach and lagoon. There will be 3 basketball courts, 24-hour security. It's, essentially like a gated community, but it's huge, like it's big community. There'll also be a hotel there as well. Commercial space will be there with different storefronts on the property. So that is very exciting. And they haven't broken ground on that one just yet. So it'll be a few years before I actually see my baby like alive and up and running. So I'm excited, but this process gives me the opportunity to purchase right? I have to purchase it outright, but I'll own it, right? And so I have 2 years to pay it off. And in 2 years, I will own an asset that can just continuously make money for me because I won't be just using it as a vacation rental. Sure, when me and my family are in town, we can go and we can stay there, but any other time it'll be used on lodging sites like Airbnb or VRBO, booking.com for other people to be able to utilize. So I'm excited. There's property management that is set up that will help run it while I am in the US and, you know, my asset is over there. And then I purchased a few more at a location that is about 10 minutes from the beach. Again, a private community, brand new, like smart technology community. They will have transportation or a van that will take the residents to and from the beach. So that's super exciting. Elevators, they have several pools in that community, playgrounds, and there's like a kids center where they can, you know, the kids can just go play. And so I purchased a few there, and then my mom also purchased some there as well. I was originally supposed to have 1 bedrooms, but I just transitioned where they're going to be 2 bedroom units now. So I'm excited. So let me tell y'all like the nitty gritty, right? Because again, I told y'all seriously, like it is totally different from buying property in the US. You know, you got to go get pre-approved, and then that's when you can kind of go start shopping. And, you know, it's like all of these rules and regulations, and, you know, you're like on pins and needles until you actually close, right? It is different. Right? So you're not getting pre-approved. They're not running the credit. They're not doing any of that, right? Because these are new builds, the way that they have it set up is that for one, you pay what they call a reservation fee, right? And so that is basically you telling the developer, yes, I want a place in your community, reserve this particular unit for me. And so you can kind of look and pick which apartment or, you know, which condo you have and which building it's in. Of course, you know, there's some poolside, there's some, you know, others that are kind of just looking at grass or like the outside of the communities. So it's like different sites, right? Different things that you can pick, but you have a say-so. You have total say-so. So if something is available at that time that you reserve, you can pick it, right? You can pick to have your condo in whatever building that you want to have it in. One of the locations that we're in, actually my 2 bedroom, 2 bath condo, is in a building with a lot of other nurses. So they call it the nurse building. So me and a lot of my friends our places will be in the same building. You put down your reservation fee, and it varies with each development. It's different reservation fees. They can range anywhere from like $550 reservation fees up to $6,000 reservation fees. And again, that is taken out of the final purchase price of the actual condo or the house, right? Because I told you that they have villas and houses like 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 4 bath, car, you know, 2 car garage type situation. Yeah. Right. So you can go as small as a 1 bedroom all the way up into like commercial spaces if you want. But they anything you think you need, they have. My next purchase will actually be a 4 bedroom condo in a community that is that they are building, and I'll have 3 years to pay on that property. So let me get back to the story. So you pay a reservation fee that goes towards the purchase price. There is, when we did go on the tour, not only did we see the developments, we saw sometimes it was just dirt, right? This is where it's going to be, and they had it gated off, and so we had the opportunity to see where it would be and kind of envision how it would look from the renderings that they showed us. And then we went to some that were already in the process of being built, and so we can see what was done, how it was looking and turning out. We saw like the model units, right? And then some, you know, they're building up everywhere. But on the tour, what made it really special and important for me is that we had an opportunity to talk to lawyers. So we talked to a lawyer firm. We talked to a property management company, because again, you're in the US, like who's going to run my property all the way in the Dominican Republic? It's not just a quick around the corner. Let me drive up the street and check on my unit. So we had the opportunity to talk to those people, right? Anytime you're purchasing out of the country, I don't know about you, but I feel very good and safe about utilizing a lawyer that is going to look out for your best interest. So you pay the reservation fee. You need to have a lawyer that you're going to work with. So one of the companies that we were introduced to, that we had an opportunity to talk to, I hired them to represent me as my lawyer. And so what they do is they do the due diligence. So they're checking to make sure that there's no liens and that everything is in order, and that the person or the person that represents the development has the right to even sell you that property. So that takes about 30 days or a little bit longer. And so once they prepare the contract, so once they actually get the contract prepared, then you schedule appointments with them. You know, of course, you talk to them beforehand. There is a fee for the lawyer. The lawyer is $2,500. Okay, the lawyer is $2,500. And honestly, with something like that, y'all, like I try not to be cheap. So I don't want to go for the cheapest lawyer just because you're cheap. I want to know that you have experience in this, you know what you're doing, and that you're going to represent me well, and you're not going to give me in any muddy water. So you don't have to pay it up front. They take partial payments that you have to wire to them. And so you sign your agreement with the lawyer for him to represent you. And so after the initial consultation, I paid him his part of his fee. They did the contract for me, and they presented the contract, and we had a Zoom call where we totally went over. They emailed the contract first, so I had time to kind of read over it and review it. And then we had a long Zoom call where we went over all parts of the contract. Any questions that I had, they stopped and answered. Anything that possibly needed to be changed, we discussed what needed to be changed and why we wanted to change it. And so that was done in real time. And so after that, it was signed by both parties, one being me, the other being the developer. And at that time, each development is different. So at that time, the time that I signed the contract, I had to send in another payment, which was $10,000, right? Each development will be different. Okay, let's just get that out there. Each development will be different. Your payment terms will be different for each development. For this particular development, you pay your reservation fee at the time that you sign your contract. Then you pay another 10%. Well, my reservation fee in the 10K will equal the 10%. And so then I make another payment in 30 days. And then my payments after that will be quarterly during the building process. And so at the time, so while they're building, I would have paid majority of the condo off. And so when they actually are finished and they're giving me the keys, I paid my last and final 10%, and I take over my baby. Every development is different. All the payment terms will be different with every development, because there's another one. There was another development that we're at that actually had their 1-bedrooms. The reservation fee was $1,000, and those payments were right around $600 a month. There is an option for you to finance over in the Dominican Republic, but they will not do 100% finance on loans. And so some of the options in it varies again with each development. With the second location that I'm at, because I have a 2-bedroom, my payments will be higher than the $600. I believe it'll be right around $700 or $800 a month during the build out phase. And then at the once my place is ready, there's I think 60% left over, right? And so at that time, I can finance at 60%, or I can just pay that lump sum of whatever is due. In this location, these particular 2 bedrooms are less, right up under $100,000. right? But I have 2-3 years to pay for it. So not really worried about it as it, pertains to the payments and the cost of it. But to get into real estate internationally, it is a lot cheaper than purchasing here, especially understanding the different ways that I can utilize the property or that asset to make me money. So as all you know, obviously I'm in the Airbnb space. There will be a lot of people that may not be able to purchase, right? And so I can utilize the properties and rent it to other people that want to get into Airbnb. But it gives you, their price point gives you the opportunity to own an asset that you can make money from. Property management is set up over there already, and we're connected with them. So as soon as we're up and ready and finished, the property management company will help getting it furnished. They'll help getting utilities on with the cleaners, everything. Like, they'll help do just about everything. And once I get it on the booking platforms, they will help me run that. So I'm excited. And so I kind of just wanted to share my journey on investing in the Dominican Republic. I have not had anybody that has had like a bad experience. Between my girlfriends, the first ones that went over and bought, I believe that they have maybe about 8 between them. One of them has 5, and the other, I think she has 2 or 3. I went over there with, it was 3 of us. My other friend, she got like 18, like 18 properties. No lie. She got like 18 properties. So the price point, it just makes sense if you're thinking about not even just having a vacation home, just having something that can make you money. The Dominican Republic is they're like number 1 for like people that travel to the Caribbean. They are like the number 1 island that people go to. Even checking the numbers with like AirDNA and just people that actually, like the occupancy rate, it's like 92%, 92 to 95%, which is ridiculously good. Like those are great occupancy rates. And so for me, it just made sense from an investor standpoint to invest in the Dominican Republic. And I'm excited because that won't be our last stop. So there'll be some other places that they're going, and I'm so excited about. I am also looking into buying myself property in Belize. I love Belize. I will retire in Belize. I said it the first time I went. I said the second time I went, it's a done deal. I'm retiring in Belize. So yeah, I have to get some property there. But I'll also be investing in Honduras and probably the motherland. So I'm excited about sharing those opportunities with people that are interested. And I just kind of wanted to share my journey on investing in the Dominican Republic, because I know it can be scary because it's, it's a different process than what we're used to. We went through a very reputable brokerage company. So we're very comfortable. My friends, as I told you, they're international sales agents. And so they are very knowledgeable and experienced in the process. And they were doing it way before I even thought about doing it. And so just going confirmed what they had already told me. And so I was comfortable investing in, moving forward with the projects, and actually going to be purchasing another one, the 4-bedroom the 4-bedroom place over there. So I wanted to share so you guys know what it was like, and we'll try to put some pictures of some of the renderings of my condos so you can see them. All right, guys, until next time, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button, because I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems on y'all.